Good morning. So we are pretty much all ready to go for my lesson this morning. Got everything sorted, TPN is done, and then we also need to unpack everything when we get home. But for now, we're going to head to the horses and hopefully Jack will be sane enough to ride.
Yeah, that one. Shoes off. Oh. Anything to cope with today. That's it. Good. And then to walk. That's it. He's coming now.
She always has a wee when you get her in, doesn't she?
Sometimes it takes me 5 minutes to get her out of the field because she has to decide the best part to go for.
Just watch yourself, Madison.
We're just going to jump a couple empty, stay in a nice rhythm. Even stride the whole time. That's it. Try to be always in the middle though. And look where you're going. Because it naturally puts you in the right position. That's it. Just like
She's like, I don't like it, Mum.
Tough. Having your face washed.
So impressed.
My one use this. Hello, Betsy. Hi, baby. He likes me.
You cheeky.
Baby. Hey, you.
Be careful with your fingers.
Betty's looking after the baby foal.
Okay, so we are pretty much done. I've just had to go into the lorry and grab a stoma bag because when we were away on Saturday night, I left it in the lorry and forgot to bring it home, so picked it up. Okay, it is the following morning and I have come home to a fairly large delivery of medical equipment again. So this is my TPN delivery that comes every 2 weeks. So we obviously need to keep it stocked up. We get the deliveries and then we look at them for maybe 2 days and feel really overwhelmed. Now, in my defense, all of this is relatively overwhelming, like so I've come down, I've come just to check that everything has actually come because there's a few problems with the actual medical supplies at the moment. Some people aren't getting their orders come through, some people are getting them late, and I don't think it's necessarily the supplier's fault, but obviously I need to check, I need to make sure that everything is here because if it's not here and I can't have it, then I'd have to go straight to hospital. You know, there's no other, we can't even miss one evening. So if it is here, then we're all okay. I need to count through it all and just check that everything is here, and then my mum's gonna double check it because we can't really trust me alone. And then I'm gonna ask her very kindly to put it away because, I mean, realistically, I don't want to have to pack all of this away. It's so heavy. So, oh, there's another box there. That's my sodium chloride, so that's just salty fluids. Just plenty of boxes. So this is actually our stock cupboard. This keeps pretty much all of my TPN things in, other than the pumps, which is obviously the machines that pump the fluid through, and then the sharps bin, which is over by the window. So yeah, we've got pretty much a whole wardrobe full of it. This needs tidying, in all fairness. It's quite, I mean, it's kind of tidied, but needs tidying up. It's clean, it's just not organised enough really for what I'd like. So much to do. Okay, I've checked through all of the boxes and I've decided that I'm going to ask Mum really, really nicely to unpack everything for me, because I've done what I need to do. I know that everything's here, everything's fine, but I don't have the emotional capacity to deal with it right now. I think everything's kind of caught up with me a bit and I just don't want to. Actually, come to think of it, I think that's one of the biggest things that maybe isn't always really clear. It's like, actually, when you're on lifelong treatment, so we explain TPN as being a bit like nutritional life support. It's fine when you're on it. I look really healthy. I can kind of live life as much as possible. Obviously, I'm attached for sometimes up to 20 hours a day, but it does keep me going in and out of hospital. If you take me off it for more than 15 hours, then I need to go to hospital immediately. So in that way, it works the same as life support. You're fine when you're on it, take you off it, and everything just goes downhill. So you don't really get a break. And this past month has come to my 2-year TPN anniversary, which is pretty incredible. I'm gonna put some pictures on in a minute just to kind of, I'll put them here actually. Of what I was like 2 years ago, and obviously why I needed TPN, nutrition, and why we couldn't, obviously we didn't have any other choice. That being said, it's not easy. It's a last resort option, as we all know, but you don't get a day's break over the past 2 years. I think I've had one day off where my mum broke her back and I was 3 hours from home, and we got home like at 12 o'clock at night. And I was that exhausted, we couldn't put it on. So I ended up putting it on the next morning, and I was poorly because of that, obviously. That's the one day in the past 2 years that I've had a break. So naturally it just kind of, I don't know, you have to have a break at some point, and I think that's why having family that help, having friends, things like that, and carers really does make a difference, because you could drown in it. You could so easily drown in it, but I think that's the same for anything in life. If you're not willing to give yourself a break or accept help, anything will kick you down long enough. So yeah, don't drown in it too long. Okay, so it is Thursday morning and we are taking Jack to Speedley today. After my minute-long slight emotional breakdown yesterday, we're back on track, we keep going, and we're cracking on. So going to take Jack to Speedley, where he just had a bit of a worry last time we went. We went in for the clear round, he saw the flowers in the arena and completely freaked. And we did get him round, he jumped clear, so it would be nice to take him back, get his confidence going up, and for me to get some more practice in. So that is the plan for today, and hopefully less of an emotional breakdown. I have also got the Ariat Ascent collection on today, so I don't know if you can see this very well. So this, I think it comes in navy and black, but basically it's based on the science and the research behind kinesiology tape and how it can improve your posture, blood flow, things like that. And basically the idea behind it is to improve your posture and support you to be a better rider, support you in your position, posture, all those types of things. So they've taken what you can do with kinesiology tape when obviously you go to perhaps a physiotherapist and get taped up. They've put it into the clothing. So I've got my jumper here and it's done through the mesh panels. So I'm not showing this very well. Yeah, I'll show you here what I mean. So there's mesh panels all through the back and around the sides and on the legs as well if you get the leggings. The idea is that if you buy a pair that are snug fit, so you don't want anything too loose fitting, and basically that mimics what kinesiology tape does, which is amazing. So I've been trying it out and I personally love it. I think it's brilliant. I've got the crew neck short sleeve, the leggings, and obviously the full zip as well. So really, really loving that, especially for training. Okay, before we get started, we had to stop at Asda because I needed some painkillers and I needed some Lucasades. We went in, Mum got a bit shop happy and we ended up nearly forgetting the paracetamol, but there's kind of a running joke that show jumpers and equestrians eat rubbish. Let me see what you think after I've shown you what we bought. Squashies. Super Mix. A Terry's chocolate orange. It's not Christmas. Belvitas. Basically digestives in disguise. Tangfastics. And then paracetamol and Lucasade, obviously. Now, that is just for my mum. So, I'm gonna go on the premise that it could be correct. It could be correct that we live on sugar. Oops. I hope we're not the only ones. Yeah, I don't know if anyone else does that when they're like really busy and just go grab loads of sweets, loads of sugar fueled things, carry on about your day. Or whether that's just an equestrian thing. Let me know. So we're here at Speedley. Keely's currently riding Jack round for me. There they gone. Just there. So she's taking the edge off him for me, which is brilliant because he came and he absolutely, well, he pooed himself at that tent there. So I think that's the ice cream tent for a show they've got in a few days' time. He sat on his bottom, he was that scared. So he's just having a bit of orientation with Keely while I'm sat on the chair, staying a little bit safer.
Good, getting back. Making change. That's it. Let the fence come to you. Good. Good. Outside Rain, make him listen. Lovely. Good. Steady, steady, steady. Lovely. That's getting back. Whoa, whoa.
Mum.
Jack. Hello, little camel. We're back home now and I've just come in with Daisy to have a bit of a snuggle and to see her. Obviously we've been spending a lot of time with Jack today, so most important that she gets some attention. But yeah, like I was saying with my arms, they begin to spasm and I can't feel them or control them. So the muscles are obviously contracting and spasming, and I drop my reins or I lose my reins, they get loose, and obviously Jack needs his head holding. So I just need to find a way around it, I think. It's so annoying because I know what I need to do. I know what I need to improve. And it's just, my arms go numb. And obviously my legs are numb anyway. But when your arms are numb as well, what do you do? So I'm going to get some looped reins. And I think I'm going to try that and go from there. But to be fair, like, Jack was super. I can't fault him. Can we? We can't fault him. And just go from there. But no, really pleased with our training session, to be fair. I think there were a lot of... Do you want the door open? I think there are a lot of positives, which I'm really pleased about. But I'm going to leave this vlog here for now and then join you back in a couple of days when we've got a few more exciting things going on. Bye!